Hey YouTube, I'm the Will of DC and welcome to my new series where I'm interviewing the On The Rise nominees every single month. This month, October, we've got 4 very different, very distinct YouTubers who are awesome that I'll be interviewing. And the first I'm going to start off with is Evan from CartoonBlock. Thank you so much for joining us, Evan. First and foremost, congratulations on being an On The Rise nominee. How excited are you?
On the inside, if you could see, it's like this little person going, yes, yes, ah, yeah. Finally. You know, but outside, I'm Mr. Cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool, you know.
So tell me a little bit about your channel, CartoonBlock.
CartoonBlock started a couple years ago when my son, he kept asking me, hey, Dad, can you show me how to draw, you know, this and this character, and can you show me how to draw that character and this? And I'm constantly showing him things, and I was like, okay. It got to the point to where I was thinking, like, I wonder how many other kids out there in the world want to learn how to draw, you know, their favorite characters. Right. So I put up my first video, how to draw like Timmy Turner, and the views came. I don't know where they came from, but
they came from the masses.
They came from the masses, and people were like, oh, can you draw this and that and that and that and that? And I'm like, okay, and it just snowballed from there.
That's really awesome. So when you first started making your videos on YouTube, were you heavily involved in the YouTube community? Had you been watching and involved for a while, or did you, just use it sporadically to watch different videos and then realized, hey, this is something I want to get really involved with, and that's what made you start watching videos or making videos?
Well, we all have already known about YouTube. It was a place where you go to see, dogs on skateboards or kittens and whatnot. But I want to say that I watched YouTube seriously for about like 6 months before I put the first video up. And that was it. So I was like, wow, this YouTube thing is truly a force to be reckoned with.
Right. Now when you do your videos instructing people, your tutorials on how to draw different characters, you always start out very basically with shapes. It seems very geometric. As a kid, were you really good in geometry? Were you really good with shapes and kind of that whole field of things?
No. I just, over time, when I was showing my son how to draw, me, myself, I can just draw, just start sketching and just, it looks like scribble scrabble at first, But in order to teach others, I had to change how I drew.
The simplicity of your videos is really what I love too, because I'm such a stick figure drawer that you break it down so easily. I can draw a circle and I can cut it in half and do another circle, and that's really how all of your videos start before it really start building on itself to get more complicated. So I really appreciate that's how you do your videos.
Exactly, and that's part of teaching. I had to learn how to become a teacher. Okay, I'm teaching children or just anyone, aspiring artists, not just children. There are guys out there, I get a lot of emails from teens and college students like, oh wow, how do you do that? What do I need to know to break in the animation business and this and that, that and that? And I'm like, okay, wow, people really are, they're needing to know the basics.
So how long have you been animating?
Probably since 2002.
Nice.
Yeah, 2002.
Almost 10 years now?
Almost 10 years now then, yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah?
A lot of fun.
Are we going to get to see any of your personal work that you've worked so hard on anytime soon?
Possibly. I have to say possibly. It's my own characters, and some of my audience they've asked me, who are those characters on your home channel page? They're little, small, cute animals, that have microphones. And what they do is stand-up comedy.
Now, when did you actually get into drawing? At what point as a kid did you pick up a pencil and say, hey, I'm pretty good at this?
I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. Every kid draws. Every child was in kindergarten and drew an apple. We all are artists, but there's some point in our elementary school, years that we stop. Artists, we just continue. We just don't stop, and that's why we get better and better and better. So I've been drawing, forever. I just never stopped drawing. That was it.
Now you have a normal day job working for an actual animation studio, and a lot of YouTube talks about, traditional media versus new media. How does your industry that you work in respond to the channel that you have and kind of the whole YouTube medium as it relates to animation?
I work for Warner Brothers Animation. That's my day job. I work in production management, and my job is to basically coordinate all the artwork and make sure it gets done into the proper places. Work closely with the director. The industry sees YouTube as a huge wave. They do recognize it, and they're just now starting to put together some kind of marketing strategy to kind of like,
Break into it.
capitalize
Right.
on it. They're just now getting the idea to do certain kind of shorts, interstitial snippets of, some of their properties and then put it out on the web.
Now, what has been the favorite project that you've ever worked on?
I have to say my own stuff.
Your own stuff.
My own stuff, then. It has to be that cute animal project. That
Right.
has to be it. That would have to be it, yeah.
And do you also do the writing yourself, or do you have a writer that works with you?
It was some material that was already written.
Okay.
So I took it, tweaked it, animated it,
Right.
and it was a lot of fun.
Now, what I really like about your channel is you do a lot of collaborations where you sketch out the video and then you hand it off to someone that you really like that paints or adds color to your sketches. Do you like doing that more? Do you like just doing the sketches and having someone else add the color to it, or do you like doing the color as well?
I'm more of a pencil and paper guy. I think other artists color better than me. Me, I find that my forte is penciling.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll do collaboration with other painters and say, hey, if I draw something, you want to color it?
Very cool.
Yeah.
So how did you get involved with On the Rise?
Okay, here's my story for On the Rise. I just get an email from this guy at YouTube, and I'm reading the email. I'm like, you're a nominee for On the Rise. I'm like, this is spam. Okay, some guy just hit me up with some wacky stuff. But I'm reading the email, and they say it came from YouTube. I'm going to read it.
Right.
Okay.
You see that at youtube.com at the end of the email address.
Yes.
You're like, this is something to keep.
Yes, so I'm like, okay, let me study it. I didn't reply back to it immediately. I'm like, he has some links in here showing previous On the Rise nominees, for example, of May or September. I check them out. I'm like, okay, seems legit. A little bit more research. Oh, it is legit.
Right.
So I just simply had to reply to the email,
Right.
and he said, okay, cool, you're in.
So do you have a plan of, what you're going to do to connect with your audience to get them to go vote?
Yes, I'm just gonna do a video. Y'all, I need your help. Vote for me. My audience is cool like that. I've asked them to do other things before. Recently, they helped me get the attention of a big YouTuber, Mr. Mark Creiley.
Yes, the leader of
the leader of the artistic community on YouTube. I didn't think that I have a shot in the world, meeting this guy, but through my supporters, on YouTube, they made it happen. They got his attention.
So has interviewing Mark Creiley been the height of your YouTube career so far? Is that what you look at as the pinnacle of your time on YouTube?
Yes, I would have to say that is. I would think that this guy is so big, he's not going to give me the time of day. He is a, published author, artist. Why would he want to, collaborate with me at all? And phenomenal artist, but that just shows his character.
Right.
He's like, wow, yes, I'm going to take the time to talk to someone who supports me and, give back. So
Right.
I love Mark for that. I love him.
So whether or not you win On the Rise this month, where do you see your future going? What do you want to do with your channel going forward from this point?
I would love to do more collaborations with people bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
I really would. I would love to see the art community on YouTube grow. Hopefully CartoonBlock can be, one of those
Rival
pioneers.
makeup and gaming community.
Exactly, exactly. I love every second. It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong, because I do have my day job.
Right.
But when I get home, I'm a husband, have a wife and 4 kids. The family is set. Now let me go to my bat cave and work on, CartoonBlock.
Well, all right, Evan, thank you so much for coming down to talk to me. And again, massive congratulations on being an On the Rise nominee this month. I wish you the best of luck in the competition. And if you happen to win, we'll have you back in a week to talk about what it's like to be an On the Rise winner.
Thanks a lot, Will.
So everyone out there, if you like Evan, go check out his channel, please do. And if you like him, go vote for him. We've got 3 other nominees that you can check out as well. And I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
So get your pens and paper ready. Get back here in a few seconds and we'll get it cracking.